What's up, guys? On today's episode of Henderson Garage, I'm going to be taking these side trim off of my 2013 Silverado. Watch me mess up, have to polish and buff, and then show you the right way to do it by taking your time. All that and more on this episode of Henderson Garage.
Mixing gas and slapping ass.
So these are what I'm going to be trying to take off here. I'm going to start with this back one just because might as well start with the smaller one, even though, as you'll see, this one's already fallen off pretty severely and probably would be the easiest one, but I don't want to commit. Even this one's getting fallen off. Don't really want to commit to it yet, so start with the smaller one. But yeah, so this is what it looks like before. So this is the angle y'all are gonna get, but I'm basically using a rubber eraser wheel that I got a couple years ago, and then I got some dish soap with some water in here and a microfiber towel. But first we're gonna start by taking this off. This is gonna pain me, but we're finally doing it. Oh, look at that, satisfying. Yeah, look at all that grime, and half of this is already fallen off, but we're committed now. But I'm gonna go against the grain here like this. Oh, that's making a horrible mess. I'm gonna try to kind of switch it up so I don't get the paint too hot or nothing, but so this is what we're working with right now, and it doesn't look great. It looks better on camera, but it looks like garbage up front. So I think what I'm gonna do is run to O'Reilly's and try and find some adhesive remover and let that sit on there, and hopefully that takes the rest of this off. Otherwise, I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do. There is gonna be, like, all this junk is adhesive, but there is like the shadow line from where it was stuck and grime built up. So I think that's gonna need a polish at some point. But for now, get some adhesive remover and worry about getting this junk off. Well, boys, I figured out the strategy. I think it's the Goo Gone and the Mr. Clean pad. I mean, look at, that's where it was originally. You can see this is where I'm at, and then I mean, it just eats it off. Well, I'm gonna do this and set you all on the time lapse, and you can see the magic at work. It just eats it right off. Wow, that's impressive. I bought 5 of these pads because I thought I was gonna need all of them. But I mean, I gotta go get the water, but I mean, wow, that made a huge difference actually. That's impressive. Wow, I did not think the rest of that gunk would come off that easy. Well guys, there's what it's like with the moldings, which I think it looks good. You know, it adds a little bit of character to the side, but there's it without the moldings. Yeah, it looks a little bit more simple, but I don't know. Let me know. Put it down in the comments. What do you think? For, 10 minutes of work. Obviously, there's a little bit of a ding back here from something bumping that thing, probably a door ding, but I'd say it turned out pretty good, honestly. Can't even see. I don't even think I'll have to polish it or anything. Should just be good as is. But I'm pretty happy with it. That's what it looks like from a distance. I think it kind of hid that little ding back there relatively well, but I like it. I don't know. Like I said, let me know what you think. All right, I don't know if you guys can quite tell, but there is some dead spots. I can't quite tell on camera either, but there's some dead spots where it looks like I might have eaten through the clear coat with the rubber eraser wheel. So that kind of made me slightly aggravated, but I'm gonna go to O'Reilly's, get a buffing pad and try and buff some of this out because it just looks like garbage. Like I said, I don't know if you can see on camera, but there's some spots that need to be buffed, so I'm gonna go attempt to do that for the first time. All right, I won't lie to y'all, I just want to get this done, but basically when I finished up with the rubber eraser wheel, taking the trim off, it might have burned through the clear coat a little bit, so I had to go and get this polish and that polish. That I already had. It's like a wax, it's a cutting compound, and this is like a finishing compound. Anyways, I got a little 3-part, that's just one of them, kit from Harbor Freight, and went through this. I think I did about 6. I hit it with a wool wheel, finishing wheel, and then like another finer finishing wheel. And now a lot of these like dead spots are where I burned through the clear coat are buffed back out, at least for now. Once this completely dries out, we'll see, because that's what happened the first time. It looked like it was done, but it wasn't. So I've been doing that, but lesson learned. Now we're gonna go on to this side, and I'm gonna use some dental floss, peel this off, and definitely go way softer with the rubber eraser wheel if I even need it, because yeah, that was a pain in the butt polishing that 6 times through. But so I'll set this up for you guys and get at it. All right guys, there it is. This time I took a little bit more time versus even using that rubber eraser wheel at all. I just used my finger to pick off the little excess of adhesive that was left stuck to it, but this side turned out a lot better. I didn't eat through the clear coat anywhere. There's no rubber marks, nothing, just some Goo Gone, Mr. Clean Eraser, and some elbow grease, and we got her dialed in. I think that looks pretty good. Some people think it looks a little bit plain without that on there, but I think I got another thing coming up for you guys. But we got some steps to put on the side for Mrs. Hindersquid to climb up in the Silverado. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the look with or without it. But that's going to be it for this episode. Stay tuned for putting those step sides on. Thanks for watching.